Good morning, everybody. How you doing today, to everybody out there in my YouTube audience this morning? Um, Me and Black Beauty, we here this morning. My little princess and my little daughter. She's such a amazing daughter to have. So very amazing. So very amazing. So very amazing. So we're here today because I told Black Beauty that I'm going to come on for her sometime this week. So today I chose today to do this for her. Today we are here today and I dedicate this life lesson to my princess, my daughter, Black Beauty. Um, this is Talk for Kids. Tell my story, mommy. And my name is Elisha Ba. Today we're going to be discussing relationships, understanding relationships with your inner child. Okay? When you try to be in a relationship or when you married or when you're in a relationship with someone, it's very important that you understand that you have a inner child. If you haven't integrated your inner child, if you haven't set your inner child free, then your inner child is very much in control of your life, in control of your relationships, in control of everything concerning you. So I'm here, me and Black Beauty, we just want to share a little bit of light on you trying to be in a relationship, whether it's with a man, whether it's with a woman, whether it's with your family, whether it's with a friend, whoever, a co-worker, whoever. Relationships, when you haven't integrated your inner child. Yeah, excuse me. Okay, out. Come on, excuse me, people, my chihuahua. Let's go. Outside. Come on, bear. Come on out of here, goody. Get on out. No, I'm going to you out of here too. Excuse me, people. Get rid of my chihuahuas. Put them back outside, City, when you finish. Get out of here. Go. Here, give me. Yeah. Okay. Go outside. Put them out. Put them out. Good ears. Sorry about the interruption. Sorry about the interruption. But everybody wants to be happy in a relationship, in a marriage, in a relationship, happy with people in your family members and friends. But it's very, very complicated to be in a healthy, wholesome, happy relationship with anybody when you haven't integrated your inner child. And when I say integrate, I mean you and your inner child have became one. Have became one. Your inner child is no longer angry. Your inner child is no longer frustrated. Your inner child is no longer fearful. Your inner child is no longer afraid. Your inner child feel no more rejection. Your inner child feel no more abandonment. Okay? Your inner child feel no more anxiety and depression. That's when you have integrated your inner child, and your inner child is free from all the childhood trauma and wounds and pain that they went through or that you went through as a child. Okay? Some people try to bury it. Some people try to forget about it, what they went through, how their mom and their dad mistreated them. And, you know, they try to forget about it and just go on with their life. But you cannot forget about it. Why can you not forget about it? Because your inner child, that little boy and that little girl that went through the trauma, they're not going to ever let you forget about it. They never gonna let you forget about it. That's why you sad. That's why you angry. That's why you frustrated. That's why you isolated. That's why you feel fearful and afraid and nervous, and because it's the child. See, your childlike psychic, your childlike mind is still in operation in your life. Your defense mechanisms that you use when you was little girls and little boys, when you was getting uh, abused, when you was getting raped, when you was getting molested, when you was getting beat on, when you was getting criticized, when you was getting judged, when you was getting abandoned and rejected by people in your family, your mom and your dad. See, that's the problem right there. That's the problem right there, okay? That's the problem. And until you free your inner child, you will never understand a relationship. You will never be happy in a relationship with no one, with no one, with no one. Believe what I'm telling you, people. I know, I know. And that's why me and Black Beauty is here, because we want to help you. We want to help you to understand what you got to do, what you have to do to free yourself, to free your inner child, to make your life complete, to make your life better. So you can be in a healthy relationship and a healthy marriage and a healthy, you can. You can feel good about yourself, good about your life, good. That's what it's all about, feeling good, having that peace, having that tranquility, that clarity in your life. Having that is very important. And until you free your inner child, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So I want you to think about this, and I'm not gonna be here very long. I'm not gonna be here long. I'm just here for a short moment. And I just want you to think about this. Think about this. Think about how you have tried to be in several relationships with people. And all your relationships that you have ever tried to be in have failed. All of them have failed. None of them have ever been successful. None of them. And that's a problem. That's a big problem. And they won't be successful because your inner child is not happy. Your inner child, that little boy and that little girl is just not happy. And there's absolutely nothing you can give them to make them happy. You can't give them more sex to make them happy. You can't give them money to make them happy. You can't give them clothes to make them happy. You can't give them a new house and a new car to make them happy. None of that make your inner child happy. And that's why you have all those things in your life, but you're still miserable and sad and depressed and all of that. The only thing gonna ever make your inner child happy, the only thing gonna ever make your inner child happy is that you free your childhood pain. You deal with that. You deal with that. Okay? You know what I have learned about being in relationships with people. You know, years ago I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't be in a relationship with anyone without blowing up and getting angry and getting upset and judging a person and criticizing a person and being angry with the person for no reason when I was really just angry at myself and and just judging them and trying to control the other person and make the other person do what I want them to do when I want them to do it, and when they don't do it, I used to get angry. I used to get upset. I used to cuss them out. I used to call them all kind of names and all of that. Why? Because my inner child was not free, was not free. And I didn't understand that. I didn't understand. I didn't know what was wrong with me. All I knew I was not happy. All I knew I was sad and I felt lonely and I felt afraid and fearful and nervous and I just didn't feel good. And that's because I didn't realize back then that my inner child was the problem why I was feeling that way. I didn't realize it back then, but I know it now. And I have integrated my inner child. I have integrated. So I'm free. I don't have to get angry because a man don't want to spend no time with me. Because I have learned how to love myself now. I don't need no validation from no one because I have already validated myself by freeing my inner child. I have fell in love with myself. I understand myself. I have awakened in myself. I'm free. I'm free. So, I being in a relationship with someone is I understand now. I understand that you can't control the other person. I understand that. I understand that you cannot make the other person do what you want them to do. Okay? I'm not angry at them or no one. Okay? So I'm just happy right now today that I have integrated my inner child and me and my inner child is one and free and I feel good and I feel great. So I just wanted to stop by real quick and give you the life lesson today that understanding your relationships because you just don't understand why you're not happy in your relationship and you've been married 10 years, you've been married 5 years and 20 years. You just don't understand why you're not happy. It's because your inner child is not happy. You haven't dealt with the childhood pain and trauma and wounds. That's why you'll never be happy in a relationship until you do that. So stop wasting your time. Stop going from man to man, boyfriend to boyfriend, husband to husband. Stop doing that because it doesn't matter if you get 5 husbands. If you haven't freed your inner child, you ain't going to do nothing but destroy the man and destroy yourself trying to be in a relationship with them. Okay? So I'll talk to y'all next week. Me and Black Beauty, we just wanted to stop by real quick and say that to you. Subscribe, like the video, and share the video.